Today we're going to be talking about how to find a friend and how to work together to have fun and to be safe. But before we begin our new topics, let's do a little bit of review. So last week we talked about safe and unsafe things to put in our body. In other words, we talked about healthy things to put in our bodies and unhealthy things to put in our bodies. So we want to make sure that we're putting healthy things in our bodies, right? We want to make sure we're putting fruits and vegetables, and we also want to stay away from those unhealthy things, right? Such as cigarettes, any type of tobacco products. They are unhealthy, especially for children. We want to stay away from alcohol, right? And we also want to stay away from that symbol that has that skull on it, like we talked about last week. And what does that symbol represent? It represents poison. Poison can be found in cleaning supplies, right? We want to keep that out of our mouths because that's very, very dangerous. So now that we did a little bit of review, let's talk about why friends are important and what is a friend. So that's my question to you guys. What is a friend? I want you to complete this sentence here. A friend is someone who, so think in your heads right now. A friend is someone who, some of you might be thinking a friend is someone who helps me, laughs with me, talks to me, shares with me. What does a friend look like? Well, some are short, some are tall, some have curly hair, and some have straight hair. Friends look very different. Friends may like different things too. So how are friends the same? Well, they help each other. They share, they take turns. Friends are kind and fun to be with. Friends help each other share and take turns. So we want to make sure that we have friends who we can have fun with. Have you ever moved to a new place where you did not know anyone? Have you ever gone to the new school or daycare center where you did not know anyone? How did you feel? Or how would you feel, do you think, if you experienced this situation? You might feel lonely, worried, or afraid. So let's pretend that your family moved to a new town and you had to go to a brand new school. On that day before kindergarten, you felt lonely and afraid. You said to your mother, I need someone to talk to at my new school. I need someone to help me find the lunchroom and the bathroom and the playground. I need a new friend. So, can anyone think of a way you can make a new friend? We're going to look at a poster in a few minutes here, and it will help us learn how to make a new friend. So again, friends are kind and they help each other. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at ways that we can make a new friend. This poster here is going to help us learn certain things that we can do in order to make a new friend. So first you can start off with a grin. You can ask a question like, what's your name? Wanna play? You can say something nice like, hi, I like your glasses. You can also share a toy, wave goodbye to them. So now let's sing Make a Friend song, okay? I want you to smile when I say smile, okay? I want you to pretend like you're asking a question when I say, what's your name? And I want you to pretend like you are saying something nice when I say something nice. And I want you to pretend that you are going to ask this new friend if they want to play when I say want to play. And then when I say share a toy, I want you to pretend that you are sharing a toy. Alright, so let's go ahead and sing this song called Make a Friend. Okay? the song has the same tune of this song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Some of you are probably familiar with that song. So it's the same tune. So you don't have the words here, so you can't really sing along. You can hum along, and remember to do those gestures to illustrate those verses that I said. Okay, so again, when I say smile, smile. When I say ask a friend what their name is, pretend like you're asking their name, okay? All right, so smile. If you want to make a friend, give a smile. If you want to make a friend, give a smile. If you want to make a friend, then start with a grin. If you want to make a friend, give a smile. Ask, what is your name? If you want to make a friend, ask what's your name. If you want to make a friend, ask what's your name. If you want to make a friend, then start with a grin. If you want to make a friend, ask what's your name. Say something nice. If you want to make a friend, say something nice. You're cool. If you want to make a friend, say something nice. You're cool. If you want to make a friend, then start with a grin. If you want to make a friend, say something nice. You're cool. Say, let's play. If you want to make a friend, say want to play. If you want to make a friend, say want to play. If you want to make a friend, then start with a grin. If you want to make a friend, say want to play. Share a toy. If you want to make a friend, share a toy. If you want to make a friend, share a toy. If you want to make a friend, then start with a grin. If you want to make a friend, share a toy. Friends are very important to us. We need friends to laugh with, talk to, play with, and share our feelings with. We need friends to care about and friends who care about us. So I encourage you guys to remember this poster and the certain things that you can do in order to make a friend. Okay, now class, we're going to read a short story, How to Act Like a Friend. So we have Nelson here, and Nelson is new to the school. Okay, and he is afraid because he did not know anyone in his class. So as he walked in, Sally smiled. Nelson felt better. Then he saw another student. She said, "What's your name?" Nelson said, "My name is Nelson." He saw another student, Robert, who said, "Do you want to play?" Nelson nodded. Then Susie said, "I'll share." All the children became good friends, and Nelson did not feel lonely or afraid anymore. So what happened in that story, class, is that these students made Nelson feel good about himself, right? They asked him what his name is, and they asked him if he wanted to play, if they wanted to share. Those are all kind things you can say to a new friend. Okay, so now let's talk about being together, working together and doing fun, safe things together with our friends. I have two pictures up here, okay? The first picture on the left-hand side shows friends who are influencing their friend. So another word for influence means they're trying to get their friend to do what they're doing, okay? So they're at the park here, and it looks like they are smoking cigarettes, okay? So I want you to think about this. Do you think this is a healthy activity for children to do? No, it is not, okay? So he should say no, right? No, thank you. Cigarettes are unhealthy, especially for children. Now look at the other picture where there's children riding bikes. They have helmets on, they look like they're safe, they look like they're having fun. Now this is a safe activity, okay? So we want to make sure when we are with our friends, we are doing activities that are safe and healthy. So let's think of some fun and healthy things to do. What do you and your friends like to do for fun? I'll give you a few minutes to think about that. to go out for ice cream. You might like to play sports with them. You might like to tell jokes. These are all healthy things that you can do with your friends. So what I want you to do right now, I want you to take out a blank sheet of paper, and I want you to draw you and your friends doing something that's fun and healthy, whether that's eating ice cream, riding bikes, going on a hike, watching a movie, playing a board game. I want you to go ahead and take about 5 or so minutes and draw yourself doing a fun, healthy activity with your friends. So go ahead and get started on that. And class, as you're doing this, I want you to know that when someone, especially your friend, is pressuring you, in other words, if they're trying to get you to do something that's unsafe, you can tell your friends no. You can tell them you do not want them to do it either. You can tell them they could get hurt or sick. You could also think of a better idea. These are ways to say no to something dangerous that your friend wants you to do. Okay, I'll give you a few more minutes to continue to draw a fun and healthy activity with you and your friends. So as you're finishing up your drawings, you might have drew you playing soccer with your friends. Maybe painting, singing, swinging, flying a kite, reading a book, going down the slide, building things. These are all great healthy activities that you can do with your friends. All right, so now what I want to do before we end today's lesson, I want you guys to get up and move around if that's okay with your teacher. So if that is okay, go ahead and push in your chairs and stand up and make sure you have enough room. Make sure you're right behind your desk, okay? We're gonna do the Hokey Pokey, all right? So I'll give you a few seconds to stand up and push your chairs in and kind of stretch it out and make sure you're staying right by your desk, okay? That's the only spot that we're gonna be moving around and is right behind your desk, okay? So in a few minutes, I'm gonna play the Hokey Pokey and follow along with the Hokey Pokey, and then we will talk afterwards.
Okay, everyone, let's start with your right hand. Put your right hand in, put your right hand out, put your right hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Okay. Awesome job doing the Hokey Pokey. So, have a seat and let's talk about why we just did that. Okay? So, my first question regarding why we did that, well, we did that to have fun, right? So, what made it so fun? Shaking your arms, your legs to the music is fun. Dancing with friends is fun. One of the things that makes it fun is doing what everybody else is doing. When the song says put your left foot in and shake it all about, everybody puts their left foot in at the same time. It's fun to do the same things your friends are doing. So, is it healthy and safe to shake your left foot? Yes, it is. If the song said put a blindfold on and walk across the street, would that be a safe and healthy thing to do? Absolutely not. Even if all your friends were doing it, no, it is still not okay to do that, right? It's not safe and healthy, like the Hokey Pokey. The Hokey Pokey is safe. So if the song said, smoke a cigar and blow the smoke around, would that be a safe and healthy thing to do? Remember, a cigar is a tobacco product, similar to cigarettes. No, that is not the healthy thing to do. So my point is, guys, even if all your friends were doing it, smoking is not a safe and healthy thing to do. We want to make sure we're doing safe and healthy activities with our friends, like the Hokey Pokey. We want to make sure that we're having fun in a safe way. So, it is fun to do things with your friends if they are safe and healthy. But if the things your friends are doing are unsafe, what should you do? Well, take a look up here on the PowerPoint. You should stop and think and say no. Tell your friends that what they are doing is dangerous. Then suggest to do something else. Remember that stop and think song? I want you to think about that. So anytime a friend asks you to do something that's unsafe, I want you to stop and think. All right, class, so if you have any questions regarding today's lesson, please feel free to have a trusted adult email us at scazaprevention@gmail.com, and we'd love to hear from you, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, okay? You guys have an awesome day.